What's up guys, it's Tom here and welcome to a brand new major Liverpool Takeover update video, and in this video we will talk about Jurgen Klopp wanting to spend £250 million in the two transfer windows that is coming up. So combined in January and in the summer, Jurgen Klopp wants to spend £250 million, and Jurgen Klopp already said that they are looking to make a January transfer. They are very much working and looking around and trying to find the best solution for Liverpool. They are eager to do some business, and the last time Liverpool didn't sign anybody in the January transfer window was 3 years ago in 2019. So in the 2021 January transfer window and also in the 2022 January transfer window, Liverpool signed some players in January. So hopefully this will be 4 years in a row where Liverpool will be able to sign someone in the January transfer window. And also Liverpool and Jurgen Klopp want to spend 250 million. Let me know what you think about that in the comments below. And also there is a major announcement to be made in January, and this could affect majorly the Liverpool takeover as well. So the government will set out its plans for an independent regulator for English football by the end of January, in a development which will affect FSG's attempts to sell Liverpool Football Club. And a white paper, an official proposal for future legislation, is in the works after Prime Minister Rishi Sunak gave the go-ahead to introduce an autonomous, independent administrative body by the end of next year, so at the end of 2023. The exact powers the independent regulator will deploy remain undefined. They are still working it out, the details, but financial regulation and the introduction of a new owners and directors test were recommended in April's fan-led review of football governance. And we already said that if Liverpool want to be taken over by Qatari or Saudi Arabia private investors, then the rumors are that this new owners and directors test will still allow that to happen if it's not a state-owned private investment fund who want to take over Liverpool. And that's the case. It's not. They are independent investors. So what do you think about this news? Let me know in the comments below, and leave a like on this video if you enjoy these, and subscribe if you're new around here. Half of my viewers, half of you guys are not subscribed to my channel, so make sure to subscribe today so you never miss the latest updates. And why this is significant is that changes at this structural level would have an impact on how the owners of Liverpool, be that FSG or another group, would be able to run Liverpool in the future. That would in turn influence the Liverpool's market value and potentially reduce the pool of investors willing to take the plunge for a deal which is likely to be worth more than £3.5 billion. Two sources have now told the media outlet Football Insider that after numerous delays, the government is keen to begin the often drawn-out legislative process to placate supporters who have been calling for independent regulation in English football. The imminent white paper will likely form the basis of a bill which will eventually be put to Parliament, where they will vote on it. And if it gets passed, it is also believed that an independent regulator will have a mandate to protect the views of supporters, potentially closing off a game-changing revenue stream for the owners of elite clubs in the form of a Super League relaunch. FSG were one of the main architects of that Super League, trying to make that Super League breakaway competition happen last April, but they aborted the plans after an incredibly harsh and unprecedented fan backlash. And if the Premier League and this independent regulator will ban future Premier League clubs to be taken over by like Middle Eastern countries or even like anybody else, Far East countries, that could be a problem, because Man City and Newcastle will probably escape any post-infringement, and they will be allowed still to circumnavigate the financial fair play rules. It's well documented that Man City have been cheating for years these financial fair play rules of the Premier League and of UEFA, but because they have so much money and they can hire 20 or 30 of the best and biggest lawyers, they could actually sue UEFA into oblivion. That's how much money Man City's owners have. Same with Saudi Arabia. And also because the Premier League doesn't care really about the moral of the owners, they only care about money coming into the league, buying the best players, making the league more powerful, richer, more exclusive, and also like marketing wise bigger, they turn a blind eye to Man City's financial fair play rule breaking. They have been investing in Man City for like 4 years now, 5 years, and still nothing has been done about them. So the government turns a blind eye to the investments from abroad, from every other industry. But will they get involved in football? Now that will be a little bit strange. You can't have one rule for one and a different rule for everybody else. And one of the main reasons I think why Saudi Arabia was allowed to buy Newcastle is because the government, the UK government, have huge contracts with Saudi Arabia. You can look it up if you don't know it already. So I'm not too sure it will be the best for the Premier League that an independent regulator will be in charge of football. It will only be the best if that independent regulator really takes into account what the football fans want, because the game is for them. The game is not for the owners. The game is not for the businessmen to line their pockets. They are ultra rich anyway. The game is for the supporters and for the community, so they should decide, and not the government, not the owners, what really which direction football is going to. But I won't hold my hopes up, keep my hopes up that this will happen, that the fans will be the major force behind changes in football. But let me know what they think in the comments below. How do you see the future of the Premier League unfolding in the next 5, 10, 15 years? And Jamie Carragher claimed that Jurgen Klopp has demanded 250 million pounds from Liverpool's owners FSG to spend on transfers. This is what Jamie Carragher said. It's interesting whether Liverpool will be sold or whether FSG are seeking investment into Liverpool. I think there is no doubt that Jurgen Klopp has said to the Liverpool owners, I need 250 million pounds to spend in the summer. That sounds like an outrageous figure, but that's what Man United and Chelsea spent last summer, literally. And these are the figures that the teams Liverpool are competing with are spending. Newcastle spent that amount in the last year as well. I think probably once in Jurgen Klopp's tenure, Liverpool have really gone for it in the transfer market. I think it was just after the first Champions League final game they bought a lot of players. I think that's when we bought Alisson and Fabinho, and we bought Virgil van Dijk in the January transfer window, just before we reached our first Champions League final in 2017, I think it was, or was it 2018, I'm not sure. And Liverpool need to do it again. Liverpool need to sign these caliber of players, Alisson, Van Dijk, Fabinho, really the spine of the team. Liverpool need at least 2 midfielders of that caliber, who knows, potentially another attacking player as well. And Jurgen Klopp responded to this claim saying, I'm not against investment, that's clear, but we will see what the future brings. I'm still convinced it will be good and right for us. In the moment, we have to sort our situation currently, nothing to do with any kind of future investment. So we need to perform to the best of our abilities, and starting against Aston Villa, we need to get a victory. Liverpool only collected 1.57 points per game until now. For the first 14 games we have 22 points. If you extrapolate that for the whole Premier League 38 game season, that's a 59 point season, which is an absolutely shockingly low number, considering that Liverpool have hit 90 plus points 3 times, I think, on the Jurgen Klopp. So Liverpool really need to get this second half of the season much better. The minimum requirement is finish in the top 4 and try to win a trophy. The League Cup is already done and dusted, and I'm not too bothered about that, because I don't think right now Liverpool have the squads to compete for all competitions because of the many injuries we have. So let's try to win the FA Cup, let's try to win the Champions League, and let's finish in the top 4 in the Premier League. That should be Liverpool's aim, a minimum aim. Try to win a cup competition and hopefully sign a big midfielder in the January transfer window as well. And Jurgen Klopp said that it will be an incredibly tough game against Aston Villa. They have a new manager, Unai Emery, who is a world-class manager. And also, they will be really up for the game because they will want to impress the new manager. And Jurgen Klopp said, I think what you can expect is Unai Emery stands for a specific type of football. He did an incredible job at Villarreal. Of course, we don't know tactically what to expect, but we have an idea and we will try to cause them problems. We are really excited and really happy to go again. The players are back from the World Cup now and they look really on it. Some of them have gained even confidence over the last month. Jordan Henderson, for example. So it's intense, and most of the players who went to the World Cup didn't really lose any confidence. So hopefully Liverpool can really hit the ground running against Aston Villa and start with a victory and then go from there. It's really important that Liverpool finish in the top 4 for just the future transfers. We have no chance of signing, for example, Jude Bellingham if Liverpool are not in the Champions League next season. So let me know what they think about all the topics that we talked about, and thanks for watching, guys. Have a nice day. See you later. Goodbye.